Hi everybody, thanks for joining me. I appreciate it a lot. So I've had a few questions lately about fire making, particularly about fire making in difficult conditions. One question was, how do you make a fire in the winter? What's the best way? And the other question was from somebody who I gather was fairly new to the outdoors and had difficulty making a fire. From what I gathered, the wood was green. It took them about 90 minutes to get a fire established. So I would call that pretty difficult conditions. Now today, it's about -12, something like that. Fairly dry out. It's not terribly difficult, but it is winter. You know, I did have to snowshoe in here. There's about 18 inches of fresh powder. I got here, tamped down a spot, got my firewood, and I started prepping. Now, when you're making a fire in difficult conditions, prep is everything. You can't skip any of the steps. When conditions are favorable, yes, you can skip a step or two, but when conditions are tough, when the chips are down, it's time to get serious and build the fire properly using all the steps. One step that you need to do is get to dry wood so you can have some tinder. Today I'm making some feather sticks. The outside of the wood could be wet, but the inside of the wood is usually dry. So we're going to make some tinder using feather sticks. A lot of people think making curls or shavings is not a skill that they should learn, but it really is something that could come in handy. Any knife will work. I like a Scandi grind, personally. Lovely knife, Robert. Thank you, by the way. But you need to have sufficient tinder to get your kindling started. Sometimes you see people making feather sticks. They might only make one feather stick, maybe two. That's not enough. You need quite a bit of tinder to ignite your kindling. So I'm going to make a few more of these. I like having 4 to 6 usually. And we'll see about lighting the fire. I'll explain all the steps, what I've done, and maybe that'll ensure you success every time you come out to the woods. Let's talk a bit about the prep that I did. I did dig out the snow. It's not 100% necessary to do. It's just something I like to do. The important thing is that you isolate your fire from the moisture and the cold. So I put a raft of wood down here. We're going to build the fire right on top of that. That will isolate the fire from the moisture. So that's step one. Now you want to have tinder. We're going to use some feathers or some curls for a tinder today. And people talk about terms of progression of your kindling. So you want pencil lead size, pencil size, finger size, thumb size, all the way up to wrist, and then you have your fuel. So you want to make sure that you have all your prep done before you start lighting your fire. That way you're able to put it on at the right time. Okay, so everything is set to go. Let's light the fire. So today let's use a match to light the fire. I keep my UCO stormproof matches in this Exotac case. They're really fantastic matches actually. They light easily and they stay lit for a long time. So I'm going to put that right in the middle of our feathers. That's starting already. Put some more of that tinder on top. So now we should be ready with our kindling here. And just put the whole thing on top, including this rascal that got away. Sometimes you see people putting on one stick at a time. I don't think that's really a good way to go. Fire needs heat, fuel, and oxygen. If you don't give it enough fuel all at once, you're not going to be successful in lighting your fire. Now once I have good flames coming up through that stage, or start laying bigger pieces on top. As long as you have flames coming up through your stage, you're not going to put it out. As you can see, it's all about the prep. I did my prep first. Makes things much easier. Wow, does that ever feel nice? Now we have a pretty good fire started here. We can lay more fuel on top. We're into those wrist-sized pieces and the thumb-sized pieces now already. And I think we have a pretty successful fire built here. There we go. So as you've probably figured out, it's all about the prep, isn't it? Have all your preparation done ahead of time. Have your tinder, your kindling, all the way up to your fuel laid out, ready to put on your fire at the right time. Key is isolating your fire from any moisture. So you want to lay down that base of logs, a little raft to elevate it off the soil so it won't be affected by the moisture. And you should really do that all year, even in good conditions, but more importantly, when conditions are difficult. Well, that was a good afternoon. I'm going to enjoy this fire for just a little bit longer. It's nice and warm. I appreciate you watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please give it the old thumbs up. I appreciate that a lot. And leave a comment down below. I enjoy reading your comments. If you haven't subscribed, by all means, please do. And stay tuned for more content. We'll see you on the next video very soon. Take care. Bye for now.